Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen,
what up?
Welcome. It is that time. The gnome himself has decided to speak up, rehash stuff from over a month ago. So it's time to grab our popcorn and get ready into some silly season. Once again, you have been stepping on my toes when I have been pretty silent about you, Mr. Saintontas. It's time for me to switch out the slippers for some steel cap boots and kick your 5'1", small ass hands having fat face midget ass out of here. Okay? You proceeded yesterday to make another video about me, rehashing drama from over a month ago. And in that video, proceeded to call me the crazy obsessed ex. The utter irony. Bro, out here rehashing stuff from way over a month ago, bro. Oh, look. She said all these things and she's not doing them. Oh, look. You claim, Saint, you're making this massive claim that I have gotten cold feet about pursuing legal matters with you. Well, let's just say you would know all about feet, wouldn't you?
What?
Yeah, let's just say you would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't you? Yeah, it writes itself. It just writes itself. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's, yikes. Yeah, there's no wonder why his #1 sub-gifter is called Foot Lover, right? Let's just say that. Bro said he's okay with this girl selling himself online. That's crazy, right? So let's just settle the truth. Let's just settle the truth. Need I remind you that a few weeks ago, I went on a trip. Oh, this was towards you? Yes. Need I remind you, a few weeks ago, I went on a trip to see some other CC friends. And this man can't help himself but to pull up my photos and to pull up streams I was on so that he could once again body shame me, pulling up my tweets with everyone, posting it in his server just so he could body shame me. And this was when I decided to go and see some new content creator friends for the first time. But apparently I am supposed to be the obsessed, scorned, bitter ex. Me, the irony, once again, of this all happening. Saintontas, you are the one who cannot keep me out of your mouth.
Bro, she spent all the time she did practice exotic quick swap on the treadmill. Maybe she would lose some fucking weight. Jesus Christ, bro. She spent so long trying to do this shit. It was unreal. What an absolute waste of time when this is the end result.
I never said any personal attack against him. I never said anything that bad. But he decides to pull up my streams while I am live, critique my gameplay, and proceed to also again body shame me once more. Yes, this is the man who is calling me the crazy, obsessed, bitter, scorned ex.
And now you're over here saying, oh, I'm now a master at quick swap. I'm now a master at quick swap. Let me go ahead and go practice for 4 hours and then proceed to get 2-star clears on repeat. Bro, it's just like, bro, she spends more time resetting here than actually doing anything. And all you see as a result of this are these pathetic
everything that I do
2-star clears.
Every single thing that I do, he has to comment on. My Sigrika video, my Zanny clears, going to meet some new friends, streams that I'm on, pulling me up, just so he can take shots at me and jabs at me. I've not breathed a word about, bro. Yet he's over here, over the past, month, constantly fucking doing shit. And now, doing this whole thing again, bringing up stuff from over a month ago, you think I'm not gonna talk back? I've let you talk so much shit. I've let you talk so much shit. Just is how it is. You decided to go even further, right? Separate from the Zanny situation, this whole thing here, you couldn't help yourself but bring up an unrelated video of mine where I played Sigrika and he began to critique my gameplay and shit talk me. Unrelated to that Zanny drama. You can't help yourself, but any chance you get, you kind of squeal with joy anytime you have the opportunity to do so. He basically said himself that he was holding on to this so he could use it one day. He saw my Sigrika video and was literally said on stream, oh, it's okay. We'll save this so we can make fun of her later. Yeah, he literally keeps tabs on everything that I do so he can use them as weapons later. And I'm the obsessed, bitter, scorned ex. Crazy. Do you guys see now why I had to make the video that I did? Deranged creep. Shut the fuck up. Do you see why I had to make this video? I go through just how much death threats, right? I go through just how much This guy stalks my every single move and message just so he can make videos about me, taking everything I say out of context to an insane degree. Bro, it's 25 minutes. It's 25 minutes of him lying about me, talking shit about me, taking everything I do out of context to shit on me, stalking all of my messages, and he's still doing it now, taking all my Zanny clears, my Sigrika videos, me meeting some new friends for the first time, talking about streams that I'm on, and now rehashing drama from over a month ago. There's a reason I made this video calling you a deranged fucking creep, because you are. Because you cannot help but talk about me. Constantly. Yet you call me this obsessed ex. The fucking irony. Let's not forget, during that time of this video, right? During that time of this video, he was basically calling for my arrest, right? He was going after me so much that I ended up having my name, address leaked, and other private details leaked via a Twitter account. And there were multiple accounts made to impersonate me to spread horrific claims, right? Going as far as to say that I love CSAM and asking artists on VGen to draw CP art for me. I have a very large Discord with I want you to join it so you can watch me over it. I'm such a fat cunt that I've already ate 3 kids today and I could do with more. Yeah, that all happened during this time. That was happening during this time. Using an image of me that Saint put up on his stream. So, I wonder where it came from. I wonder where it came from. So yes, these toxic chatters traumatized other artists just so they could get at me. But this like toxic Saintontas community goes far deeper that we go as far as to now have confirmation. Some of his most active Discord chatters were in fact neo-Nazis and racists and even lolicon enjoyers the whole time. These were some of his most active chatters on his server. These were from some of his most active chatters on his server. These are the kinds of people that his content attracts. Is anyone surprised? No one's surprised, but I will have more information about that in a little bit, okay? Honestly, I feel like I'm the one here that needs a restraining order against him for the amount of times that he has to bring me up. Because whenever you do, your community wastes no time going out of their way to harass me. But I can see why Saint would choose to do this, because things aren't looking so hot, are they? Things are not looking hot. Yeah, views gained the last 7 days. Ooh. Eek. I don't know. I mean, it's not particularly good, is it? That's not particularly good. Yeah, bro's barely cracking like over 10K with his videos that aren't about wooer. Yeah, his Lene thing and like, bro's like, it's rough out here for bro. Bro's getting like half the views he usually would get. Yeah, he's getting half the views he usually would get. So if you want any confirmation as to why he's currently rehashing drama with me from over a month ago, it's because views are kind of down at the moment, and I'm the one that is able to provide him with the views of the content for his channel. So you're welcome, I guess, Saint. Bro's down mega, and bro, so he has to whip out the my toxic, obsessed, crazy ex card. Yeah, he's got to whip out more lies. He got to whip out more lies to deal with this one. I was being nice, holding back, so let's do it, shall we? Shall we start the silly season? Okay. Should we start the silly season? Where is that clip? Did you guys see he started to go at Gacha Smack again?
They would be gone too. Like, because this is the thing. It's not really a good look. It's like Loki Gacha behavior, bro. That Loki Gacha guy who mods for Smack was talking about doxing me with Fox Soul. And he uploaded a video about how he was chatting with Fox Soul about doxing me. And so, really, like, guys, this is the thing. If I was Smack, I'd remove him too. Because unfortunately, right, if there ever is a situation that arises, like, bro, it's really just as simple as me saying, hey, Smack, your mod is literally doxing me. And like,
so that's the kind of lowdown on that, right? Saint's basically making the claims that having schizo mods is a liability and you should get rid of them, right? Schizo mods is a liability. And I will say this, I don't condone people sharing like public or private photos of like other people to a certain extent, right? Like I don't, even though Saint's done that to me, you know, he's done that to me, but I don't condone people doing that, just to make that very clear, obviously. But this guy has a consistent history of threatening other creators, being like, I could so easily make life hard for you, man. I could so easily make life hard for you, right? I could so easily do it. And it reminded me of something that Saint said to me a year ago. Do you guys remember the first time Saint and Gacha Smack had beef? The initial smackening? Do you guys remember that? It was back in like December of 2024. Do you guys remember? Do you remember that the first time? Yeah, it's where the smacking came from. Well, Saint wasted no time trying to have beef with Smack. These guys need to stop making vile takes and I could stop reacting. I'm not scared of Gacha Smack. I think I could dish it out harder. Bro has been thinking this and saying this from like minute one. Bro has been saying and thinking this from minute one. For some reason, he just sees everyone as this weird competition. It's just very strange. It's very strange. I alone am the honored one. I could dish it out harder, right? It screams insecurity, right? You make it very clear that you're not afraid to go toe-to-toe with other creators so long as you know you can dish it out harder to them, which is why you go so hard on creators smaller than yourself constantly and are far more hesitant of creators that are larger than him. He got absolutely cooked by Smack like a year ago, right? He got massively cooked, and the only way he was like saved or redeemed is because Tectone threw him a bone because he was such an asshole. We all know that, right? Everybody knows that. Like, he got cooked so badly. He was such an asshole. The only time he ever got redeemed was because Tectone threw him a bone. We're all familiar. And he admits it. What a guy. Man, Techie really threw me a bone this week, Jesus. He knew he got his ass saved. He knew his ass got saved that day. It's just clear as day, plain as day. Yet, after he threw you a bone and saved your ass and your entire career, you were so quick and excited to farm his audience after he got banned from streaming. This man is always about business, and he's basically a self-admitted clout goblin. He's a self-admitted clout goblin. Anyways, gonna take an early night so I could try to farm Techie's audience since he's MIA. He's just a self-admitted clout goblin. It's like just all about business. Every time. It's just clear as day, plain as day. Damn, he really threw me a bone. Yeah, so I'm gonna farm his entire audience. So if you were curious about what his plan was the entire time, there you have it. His whole plan the entire time was to farm his audience. Is there any wonder he went against Mr. Pokey as wild as he did? Is there any wonder why he decided to hop on that train? Because he wanted to farm that audience. Self-admitted. It was a seemingly symbiotic relationship, but, you know, at least he was honest about it to me. But moving on a bit. Saint makes the claim that creators have a responsibility to oversee what their mods do. Well, I've been told there's good reason to believe that one of his #1 VIPs, his #1 right-hand man, the person that does all of his legwork to sniff out of context messages and past history of other people, Mr. Fabina Cosplay Wen. I am sure you've all heard of that person, right? Mr. Fabina Cosplay. They were the one who allegedly leaked private information of another creator, Foxhole, onto their own Twitter account, which has now been deleted. Conveniently, it's now been deleted, but this guy got Foxhole's private information and posted it on Twitter. Let's go take a look at who this person is. Look how many messages they send. This person was schizoing out in my Twitter replies for a full day. This person was schizoing out in my replies for a full day. Holy yap! This person is a confirmed schizophrenic freak. Saintontas is #1 right-hand man. The most autistic, hyper-obsessed individual I've ever seen that spends his whole day sniffing glue for his master saint on other creators' Discord, their Twitter accounts, going through their Twitch chat logs. Like, at this point, this must be the case of two men that have a deep love for each other, because I've never seen a grown man work so hard for another man this much for free and be this obsessed with making his master look good to his chat. Like, the level of dick riding is crazy. This person is a confirmed, like, schizophrenic, right? Just look how obsessively they reply to me on Twitter, trying his best to clear Saint's name on his behalf. It's some of the most pathetic behavior I've ever seen. The Imgur Glue Investigator. Imgur albums and Discord embeds are my favorite. Inactivity and deletions can be quite telling. Lines can be drawn from the most unexpected of things. What is this? Imagine going this far for another man for free. It's so weird. It's the most weirdly obsessive shit I've ever fucking seen. This individual has revealed some information I believe to be pretty damning. This rabbit hole goes so much deeper than you guys would believe. Saint's #1 right-hand man over here admitted to using virtual machines to act as other people to get information. Praise the existence of virtual machines. I'm not really sure what that means. Okay, so basically, virtual machines is you could set up a new instance of Windows inside your own PC, right? So it's like having a second PC in your main PC that's running a second version of Windows, completely like from scratch from the beginning, right? But a Windows emulator basically. So you can like make new accounts of stuff, fresh Windows, fresh whatever, like that's what virtual machines are. People who do illegal things use virtual machines, or you work in cybersecurity. It's legal software, right? It's good for devs. It's great. Devs use it all the time, right? There's two types of people who use virtual machines: developers, people in cybersecurity, and fucking criminals. Those are the three main people that use virtual machines, right? Developers, cybersecurity people, or three, and fucking criminals. And this person has admitted to using virtual machines in order to impersonate other people on Twitter and Discord. I just want to put that out there. We have cold, hard-proofed evidence. Saint's main workhorses are proficient in using virtual machines and impersonating other people for operations. Need I remind you guys that during the drama, by the way, just to prove, this is Fabina Cosplay right here, admitting that they have access to both this Twitter account and this other Twitter account of a Saint mod called Troll Warlord. And he also acts under this name on a Discord too, using someone else's account, so he says. Yeah, sure, buddy. Need I remind you, during the drama, multiple Twitter accounts were made to impersonate and harass me. And who are the people following these accounts? Saints moderators, and more conveniently, Mr. Fabina Cosplay himself. Look at that. Yeah, Captain Calories, that Twitter account, that fuck-ass AI account that's made to harass me. All of his mods. And Fabina Cosplay, one of the first follows. What a fucking moron. What a fucking moron. And also, it was Saint's community who impersonated me on VGen, asking artists to make CP art for me and claim that I love CSAM. You can see right here because they're using the image that Saint kept putting up in his community. I have a very large Discord with child sexual assault material on it. I want you to join in so you can watch me masturbate over it. If I were a betting woman, I would put money on the ones being responsible for all this to be the ones proficient and regularly using virtual machines in order to impersonate others. Now, I fully understand why my PSYOP comments during that whole CSAM raid fiasco was a very touchy subject for that community, and why they got their knickers in such a twist over my out-of-context clips. Because Saintontas is his own head workhorses, his #1 mods, his #1 VIPs, are proficient in using virtual machines and impersonating other people in order to carry out operations on Saint's behalf. That comes from his own community. It's always projection every single time. This guy is the one responsible for feeding Saint any and every bit of information. A hyper-obsessed, super autistic, schizophrenic, jobless freak. Like attracts like. So you've got no leg to stand on, Saint, to tell other creators to get rid of their mods when this schizo is your right-hand man. This schizo is your absolute right-hand man. Using virtual machines, impersonating other people to get information on your behalf. Very, 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 very cringe. And it goes even deeper. Also, the irony of this, by the way.
I think you have a responsibility to care at that point. I think you got a big responsibility to care at that point. And, well, with the way that certain creators are going, I'm gonna have to bring it up. Right? That's the main thing that I would say. Yeah, that's the main thing that I would say. And yeah, you guys also realize, right, that it would also be very easy for me as well if I actually was like pissed and I actually didn't like Smack. Very easy for me to make a video on it.
Threats. Just threats. Threats. Threats.
Very easy. Extremely low effort. No will have to be brought up, and then Smack's gonna have to be looped.
Threats. He even says himself, if he had a schizophrenic mod, he'd have to get rid of them. Bro said himself, if he had a schizophrenic mod, they'd have to be getting rid of. Well, I don't know about you guys. This is a little bit schizophrenic to me. This is a little schizophrenic to me. Admitting to using virtual machines to impersonate other people, to go undercover, to do things for your bidding and do operations for your bidding. That's the most schizophrenic thing I've ever seen. His #1 right-hand man, by the way. Saint's strongest warrior. The one that spends all his time on Discord looking at everyone's messages. Picking up glue, making Imga albums so Saint can do his little streams and shit talk everyone. The most cringe, hyper-obsessive, autistic, schizophrenic thing I've ever seen. Yeah, so like, we just have confirmation that Saint's community and his main right-hand men frequently use virtual machines to impersonate other people. That's just a cold, hard fact now. A cold, hard fact. And of course, it just kind of shows what kind of people are attracted to his community, right? Let's take a bit of a further look what kind of people are attracted to this kind of content. So, during this whole drama, Saintontas obviously has attracted a lot of extremely toxic chatters into his Discord. A shock to absolutely no one. Birds of a feather flock together, right? If you spend your days obsessively talking shit about other people, you'll start to generate an audience that really only cares about that kind of thing. Saintontas had a lot of people obsessively shit-talking me and others in his server, spreading lies, hate rhetoric, and of course, just like incessant body shaming, right? I'm just gonna show you like 3 examples of people who were just participants. These weren't like messages that were like bad, so to speak, but these were people who are participants, right? This guy right here, Mr. Steve, this guy right here was hyper obsessive. That's one right there. Where's another one? This one over here. This guy called Keegan. Oh, who the fuck cares? This is another guy over here. This is just like a small sample size. But these were some of his most active chatters, right? These cap numbers are just uncurious because she is doing drama. Like, just for dumbasses. This was only a tiny fraction of the amount of people that were regularly chatting in his Discord, just spewing rhetoric constantly, right? And one of these individuals, in a matter of 3 weeks, mentioned my name almost 400 times. This guy right here, right, that I brought up. In the span of like 3 weeks, he mentioned my name 400 times. 400 times in like the space of 2 to 3 weeks. 400 times. This is why I go to say, no wonder I'm getting impersonated on Twitter. No wonder I'm getting all this shit. No wonder I'm getting doxxed. Because he groomed his community to be hyper obsessed about me. To the extent that his community are talking about me 400 times in 2 weeks. Now you might notice a lot of these individuals who constantly spoke shit have white names. Right? They've all got white names. Like, why is that? Why do they all have white names? Well, it's because some of these people, they had a separate private server. They all got banned, essentially. They all got banned from Saint server, but why? They had a separate server, a private one, and they added some of the most active Saint chatters, where they proceeded to expose themselves, spreading some of the most racist and vile neo-Nazi shit I've seen in a while. Some of the most insane shit that I've seen in a while, dude. Yep. Saint's most active chatters from his Discord had a private server where they were just making these really edgy neo-Nazi jokes and racist shit the entire time. That's the kind of people that his content attracts. That's the type of people his content attracts. These were the people that were shit-talking any CC that Saint was going against. The most vile fucking rhetoric. Super edgy. Going after, harassing other people. Pretty fucking disgusting. These were some of his most active chatters in his Discord. Is there any surprise? Yeah, we've often said his community is full of retards. His community is full of the most toxic individuals. And we have the proof right fucking here. We have the proof right fucking here. The type of people that his content attracts. Saintontas attracts racists and neo-Nazis into his community. So a shock to absolutely no one. Okay? Remember I said he's catering to a toxic audience, and here's the proof all you need. Yes, these people were banned after the fact when they became a liability to him. But there's no question at all that this serves as absolute proof that his community has become a cesspit of vile individuals, okay? That his contact only attracts the worst of the kinds of fucking people. His own #1 VIP, Mr. God-tier Traveler, is a renowned homophobe. But given Saint's known position on gay and bisexual people, there's no wonder he attracts rampant homophobia into his chat. We all remember that, right? We all remember that, right? This was his ban. This was his unban request. This was his unban request. Saint's #1 VIP, Mr. God-tier Traveler, the most renowned homophobe. As soon as he saw gay shit, get that out of here. Get the fuck that out of here. Bro is such a homophobe, it's crazy. And that's bro's #1 VIP. So we got his #1 VIP being a homophobe. Some of his most frequent chatters on his Discord are rampant racists and fucking neo-Nazis, essentially. Super edgy people. And they only got banned and removed after they became a liability. They only got banned after they became a liability. Crazy, crazy. But also, there's no surprise. There's also a big subsection of those people, too, that were total, utter, like, degenerates to the highest degree. Okay? Do you guys remember I had a debate with one of Saintontas' strongest soldiers? Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember that? Let me find the video. I debated Saintontas' strongest chatter. It was an hour and 50 minutes. Oh my god, like the biggest fucking retard I've ever spoken to in my life. Yeah, the guy who said that I deserved to be doxxed and the only thing that mattered was optics and not truth. So he could dick ride Saint, right? That actual genuine moron, right? This guy decided to pipe up again, by the way. Because he thinks he's the shit. He thinks he's the shit. There was a second private server that was made, that was frequented by this dumbass retard, okay? The retard that I cooked in a VC with. This is what he said to me on one of my tweets.
You support rape of real people. Nobody cares about fictional characters.
Hello? What? Huh? Excuse me? you see how much of a moron this guy is. This is a guy who's claiming that I support the rape of real people. This just shows how low his IQ is and why he was completely incapable of making any valid point in my talk with him. But after I gave him this attention that he so desperately wanted, right? He so desperately wanted right here in this video, okay? As soon as I gave him this attention, he thought he was an absolute hero in Saint Server. He even proclaimed himself to be a legend. There was talk of me being permabanned. I have talked about it before, but I don't want people to get dirt on me. It goes back to what made me a legend in the server, and Unk himself cleared me. Oh my god! Oh, look, I am he's self-titled Fridge Slayer. Oh, look at me! I'm a legend in that server, and Saintontas cleared me! Look at me! Look at me, master! Bro, it's so fucking weird! Bro, so fucking weird! Like peak delusion. Please streamer, me. He calls himself the Fridge Slayer. He finally got the approval of his master Saintontas himself. And finally, he could get the validation he always wanted from his favorite streamer, his hot wife. However, this Spillsy guy is a complete fucking degenerate, guys. It's so funny. The server that he was a part of was the peak pit of degeneracy, right? I shit you not when I say this guy was posting porn every 10 minutes all day. Hardcore porn and hentai. Extremely explicit material, like constantly, right? And this was a channel that also frequently included tags and links of rape and lolicon together, which Spillsy admits Saints Mods doesn't care about. Yeah, I kinda outplayed your stupid brony ass. You ain't got dirt on me. I could count on 2 hands the amount of Saint Mods that laughed about the whole thing. Sorry, bro, beat you to the punch. I dirtied myself. Also, they know you're involved in that neo-Nazi server. Nobody will believe your shit on anybody. 4:07 p.m. porn. 4:09 porn. 4:10 porn. 4:22 porn. 6:31 p.m. porn. 7:04 porn, 8:02 porn, 9:06 porn, 10 o'clock porn, 11 porn. It was 6 straight hours. Bro, I glossed over so many. I glossed over so many. And then we have by someone else in the same NSFW channel. Big breasts lolicon, rape. Big breast group lolicon, rape, bondage. By the way, lolicon is not allowed on Discord. I don't know if y'all are aware, but like, lolicon, you're not allowed to post on Discord. They don't allow, it's against TOS of Discord. And apparently, Saints Mods were totally fine with this. Saints Mods were totally fine with this happening. Mr. Virtual Machine Impersonator himself, Mr. Fabina Cosplay, said that they themselves were okay with the lolly rape tags. Yeah, this is him using probably another virtual machine to talk. Despite my dislike for rape lolly stuff, the stuff was not against real people. That stuff is ultimately fictional, and therefore, given the actions against real people of actual weight instead of fictional characters, it can get viewed as lesser of an infraction. They just let it, lolly rape is fine, guys. Lolly rape is totally okay and totally fine. Yeah, that's okay. Considering lolicon is against TOS on Discord. Against TOS on Discord. So like, this guy clearly just likes lollies. And just for fun, by the way, just for shits and giggles, I've seen this guy Spillsy's DMs.
Same to you and your cronies. I got a full deck of cards to play, and as far as I know, you down to your last cards. You'll be a mere stepping stone for me. I can beat you with 10% of my brain power 10 out of 10 times.
What a cringe ass motherfucker. I've never seen someone so cringe. I've never seen, bro, I was pissing myself. I was pissing myself for ages, bro. These are Saintontas' fucking strongest warriors. Holy shit. You've got the guy who like impersonates and uses virtual machines to do undercover operations. Very sus. Very sus. And a guy who acts like a fucking like anime villain and is just mega cringe and is a legend. Bro, these are his strongest fucking warriors, bro. Oh yeah, this whole community is full of just fucking like racists and homophobes. This guy got like such a huge like ego power trip, it's insane. Like over some like dumbass Discord beef. Bro, these fuck ass weebs are so fucking cringe. Right? Like this is Saint's strongest soldier. Like it's like peak Reddit mod behavior. By the way, I cooked this guy so hard on Twitter, he had to delete his account. He had to delete his whole ass account. Yeah, that's what you get for saying that, like, I support rape of real fucking people, moron. Dumbass. And this is why Saintontas himself said 20% of his community is retarded.
Let's just think about it for a second. Like think it's like some, like, fucking dude with, like, Parkinson's and, like, 17 other, like, cerebral palsy and all of that shit. And, like, they fuck up. Just imagine it, right? It's probably like 20% of the chatters in here.
20% of his community is retarded. I would like 3 times that at least. I would 3 times that at least. And that's proof. If these are your strongest fucking soldiers, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not fucking surprised. He knows he has a dumb and stupid community. He wants that. Because, why? Stupid people are very easily misled and brainwashed to believe anything that you want, as long as you say it convincingly enough. And that is his whole shtick. So I don't know, sir, why the fuck you wanted to do this yesterday. I don't know why the fuck you wanted to do this. This shit is so dumb. When you have your own, like, mods schizoing out on me on Twitter. Your own fucking mods schizoing out all over fucking Twitter. Admitting that they just, like, impersonate. That they use virtual machines to carry out your operations. Kinda sus, isn't it? Makes you really think about the whole CSAM raid. Kind of weird. Like, I understand now why some of my comments really got to you guys. Are they white supremacy too? Saint's a known chud.
Saintontas.
Yeah, he doesn't like talking about politics for one reason. Like, he is a known chud. He loves Trump. So, hey, you know, like a Trump's like, you know what I mean? Bro, do you know what's so funny? I'm gonna have to apologize to Blazion for this one. I'm gonna apologize. I'm so sorry, Blazion. Do you remember there was one time I was arguing with Blazion? Guess who was feeding him information to, like, use, like, as points against me? Saint was feeding Blazion information on, like, Trump talking points to, like, get ownage on me. I'm not kidding! That just really summarizes Saint's views about everything. He's talking about weight, by the way. Before anything, you said in your stream, I hope this reaches him, as if you didn't have access to my DMs to tell me yourself. This is an unwise way of handling things. Bro, I fucking love Smack. Dude, I fucking love Smack, bro. Holy shit, bro. Bro, do we see now why, like, Saint wishes he had the aura that, like, Smack has? Hang on, let me bring up I have the glue of it. Where is it? How volatile is a title thumbnail combo called the Gacha Smack Out Crash Out, or Gacha Smack is on crack? Bro, you are looking for trouble. Very clickable, but, like, you will be in Smack's crosshairs. I'm telling him that this is a bad idea. I'm out here being like, bro, it's clickable, but this is a fucking terrible idea. This is a bad idea. See, this is what I mean. When I say I tried to tell him that he was being a dumbass. I did. I tried to tell him that he's being a fucking dumbass. Gacha Smack is on crack title. The Smack Out Crash Out is thumbnail. They're all good, but, like, holy. These guys just need to stop making vile takes and I can stop reacting. I'm not scared of Gacha Smack. I think I can dish it out harder. He's had this weird, like, wanting to, like, scrap with him for so long. And we know that he's, like, not to be trusted at all, right? Like, Techie throws him a bone. Yeah, Techie threw me a bone this week after Smack fucking cooked his ass. And he said the whole shit about Jenna. And then immediately afterwards is so happy to farm Tech Toad's fucking audience. Like, bro is just, like, weird. He's so weird. That concludes today's receipts. Okay. I just refuse to let someone talk shit and think they can. It's been a whole fucking month. It's been over a month. Why the fuck did you decide to rehash stuff? Oh, well, it's, you know, like... And in regards to the whole like legal matter shit, I will do a whole ass stream going through the entire process if people want. If people want. An actual breakdown of the reality of what could happen. I'm down. But that's really all I'm gonna say now on this matter for now. For now.